To fix your zipper, you're going to you're going to press your zipper allowance this way so that there will be crease line, which will serve as a guide for you to fix your zipper. So here I have 1.5 inch of seam allowance for my zipper allowance. I already used half inch to turn it with the lining. I'm left with 1 inch at this upper end. I'm going to fix an invisible zipper to it. This is the right side of the zipper, which is going to be showing outside my garment, and this is the wrong side of it. Now I already turned the wrong side of my garment to face outside. The next thing to do now is to turn the right side or the outside side part of my zip to make it face the garments this way, such that the right side is directly facing the front of the garment here. It's directly facing the right side here. So by the time I open it up, I'm going to open it up now. This is the right side of the zipper. I'm going to open it this way, then mash it this way. I'm going to mash the right side of the zipper to the right side of the fabric from those that the wrong side of my garment is facing me. I'm just going to turn it this way. Then look for the crease line of my zipper allowance. Then I'm going to simply match the right side of my zipper to the right side of the fabric from the inside. Then you see, starting from this stopper, you can see there's a transparent stopper on this zipper. That's where I'm going to start from. I'm going to make the stopper to run exactly with where the zipper allowance starts from. Then I'm going to pin. I'm going to pin it to the allowance. I'm going to pin it on the crease line. Then make sure that your zipper does not twist. I'm going to be sure that my zipper is not twisting. I'm going to mash it, open it this way and mash. Open it closer to the bed. I'm going to mash it. When you pin it down, I'll go to the waistline and make sure I align it, then pin it on the zipper allowance too. I don't have enough allowance at the flare part of this dress, so I can always use the allowance coming from up to guide it. Since I've secured it at the waistline, I'm also going to secure it like at 3 places. I'm going to do the same thing at the other side, making sure that my zipper does not twist. The same stopper here, I'm going to mash it to the tip of this place, to the starting point of my zipper allowance here. I'm going to secure it down with pin. To make sure that my zipper is straight, I'm going to straighten it and align it here on the waistline, just exactly where the crease of the zip allowance is. I'm going to pin it to it. I'll pin my zip to it at that point. Open it up, stretch it very well to make sure that it's straight. Then I'm going to pin it at the middle here, just to secure it. I'll do the same thing here. I'm pinning the zipper on the crease line. Note that this is an invisible zipper. You can also use this method. Then I'll go to the end of the stitching here. I'm going to also align my zipper to the same allowance I have there at the end of where my stitching end. There, I'm going to do the same thing at the other side. You have to be sure that everything is gonna stretch it. I'm going to do the same thing there. Pin down my zipper. Then I'm just going to pin it down more at every other place. So now that I have my zip pinned to the seam allowance, following the crease line of the zipper allowance, I'm just going to pin this place and I'll stretch it out. Make sure that it's well aligned and pin it down. Then I'll take it to the sewing machine to stitch it down. Take note of it that the zipper is facing the same allowance here. It's facing the same allowance. Now it's time to stitch. I'm going to first move away from this stopper so that my needle won't stuck into the dish underneath the feed dog. So I'm going to start now. I'm just going to use my hand to press open the teeth of the zipper so that it will not, so that I'll be able to stitch as close as possible, because I'm not using an invisible flicker. I'm using ordinary machine foot to fix it. And since it's an invisible zip, I have to stitch as close as possible so that it will cover up. At the same time, I have to be very careful so that the stitching will not climb it won't get to the teeth of the zipper. I'm just stitching carefully as close as possible to the teeth of the zipper so that I won't ruin my zip. stitching it all the way down until. Sorry guys, I have to reposition the camera so that you're able to see it very well. So just as I'm stitching, I'm using my hand to press open the zip so that it sits of the zipper so that I can stitch as close as possible. That is what I'm doing. You have to be sure that you are not stitching on the zipper. If you stitch on the tip of your zipper, it's going to ruin your zipper. Invisible zips are fragile. You have to be careful. At the same time, you have to stitch so that it will come out smooth. The more close you stitch it, the more neat it becomes. So just before we get to the end of our zip closure here, where we stitch our seam allowance close, we are going to leave about 1 inch. Stop stitching about 1 inch before you get to that place. Then cut. So I'm going to stitch the other side now. Now this is the other side of my zipper. I'm going to use my hand to press the teeth open this way, then move away by say ½ inch from the seats of, so that I won't stitch on that proper, the silver thing that is usually at the top of the zipper. So when I stitch on it, it can get stuck. So then I'll continue fixing my zip, making sure I'm stitching. You can also use this method to fix ordinary zip. Apart from fitting an invisible zipper, if you want to fix your zip, the ordinary zipper, you don't want the seam to be showing outside, this is the method you use also. So I'm going to continue stitching. When I get to the end of the zip, I will show you what to do next. Also, before I get to the end of the zip closure here, I'm going to reverse my stitch and cut as well. What I'm going to do now, I remove my pin from this way, then I'm going to zip up my zip. I'm going to zip it up. Okay, now that I've zipped it up, I'm going to close it at the opening. I'm going to close the opening we left here, then stitch the remaining of the zip all the way down. Or if you, in your own case, if you have long zip like this, you can still open your seam allowance more so that you can stitch all your zip down. But because mine is a free gown, I don't need much zipper opening, so I'm going to just stitch it close. I'm going to pin it down, then stitch it close. Pin it down, then I'll start stitching from here. This is how I'm going to stitch. Look at it, take a look at it this way. Note that I'm not stitching down my zipper allowance. I'm not stitching down my zipper allowance this way. I'm going to open it up this way, then stitch like this. Start stitching from the bottom. Be sure that it's not trapping your lining. Keep as close as possible. When you get to this place, make sure you get to that opening area where your zipper, the seam around, the place you left, and in that place, I'm going to close that space. Now that I've done that, I'm going to cut it. Then repeat the same thing on the other side. I'm going to turn the other side this way and start stitching from the spots I left open. This is the spot I left open. I'm going to start stitching from there. Then I'll stitch it downward. I'll start by making the back stitch, making the stitch, keeping my lining out of the way to be sure that I'm going to be cut in this. Back stitch, then cut. The next thing to do now is to zip down our zip, then close this place. I'm going to do that right now. Zip it down, then flip it towards this way. Fold your zip excess towards the back, then pin it down and stitch down. Right now I'm going to open it up and start stitching from below. I start stitching. Open it, then stitch it as close as possible. Make sure you have your stitch. For the second side, also turn it this way and stitch from towards the neckline. Make sure you